All right, let's react to this. I think I don't remember who put this in the chat. Shout out to you for doing it though. Bioengineered ticks make you allergic to red meat to fight climate change. Let's do it.
Cut down on their consumption on meat, then they would it would actually really help the planet.
So at the 2016 World Science Festival, Dr. Matthew Lau, philosopher and bio... whoa. I refuse to believe that anybody that does anything with ethics can also be fucking Chinese. And Liao seems like a pretty Chinese fucking name. Openly discussed using genetic engineering of humans to address climate change. All right, let's go.
People are not willing to give up meat. Yeah, some people will be willing to, but other people...
Bro, nah, you're right. I ain't willing to give... I had a steak for lunch today. You know what your boy was doing at 1 o'clock prepping for the stream? Getting protein. Fucking steak. Like just woke up, took it out of the fucking fridge, let it come to room temperature, made me a goddamn steak and some green tea. And I'm still working on the fucking green tea. Yeah, I ain't giving up meat. Not for your tiny Asian ass.
They may be willing to, but they have a weakness of will.
Base product out.
This steak is just too juicy. I can't do it. I'm one of those, by the way. So.
Oh, you're one of those?
What a shock.
You're one of those people who just doesn't have the willpower to stop eating meat? Okay. Are you going to test these ticks on yourself then, I guess? Let's see. So they got ticks now.
Catch you later, Nadia.
Remember, Lyme disease?
Yes.
Pretty clear that was another one of these COVID things where they engineered it as a bioweapon. And then ticks have it, and then they bite you, and then you get Lyme disease.
See, right here is a great advertisement for just not going outside. Just don't go outside. And you will not end up getting bit by ticks, which in turn will not make you allergic to meat. Just have DoorDash go to the grocery store for you, bring you your red meat, eat all of your steak while doing push-ups in the house, and you will be 100% safe.
Well, they got a new one where the tick bite. Remember Dylan Radigan?
Yeah.
Is this was that a secret that he said? So that wasn't a secret, right? I think he said it to us on. Anyway, I know somebody who got bit by a tick, and it gives you an allergy to red meat. So if you eat, so the problem is you don't know you have it until after you've eaten it, and it takes a couple of hours.
Bro, fuck it. If I gotta go down eating red meat, like if that's how your boy goes out, if this is like, well, it's steak or die, bro. I'm not only am I dying, I'm gonna book a flight to Japan. I'm gonna get me the most expensive Kobe beef. I'm gonna get that shit doctored up. I'm gonna spend $10K on the best steak the world has ever fucking seen. And your boy's going out like a fucking man, eating a goddamn steak.
And then you almost die. So this guy almost died, and he found out that he was bitten by a tick that gave him this allergic reaction to red meat. So now
Death by ribeye. Facts, fat roller.
Isn't that wild? So Dr. Ben Braddock says ticks are spreading a disease that makes people allergic to red meat. Some farm...
Nah, bro. Serrano says I'd rather be a cannibal. Fuck that. And here's why I say fuck that. Because I don't know a goddamn thing what motherfuckers be putting in their bodies. Like you see a girl, it's like, oh, thick thighs. I'm not even sexually attracted to that right now. I'm just fucking hungry. You don't know if that girl been like fucking doing crack cocaine or she's been like having sex with black dudes. So nah, dude. Being a cannibal, way too risky.
Farmers and ranchers who get it can't even go near their own livestock. Every week I hear of more cases near me. The federal government needs to treat this with much more urgency. This is real. This is real. This is a real thing. So, and
Final Fantasy sucks says I call bullshit on this whole tick fantasy. All right, well, one moment. Let's fact check it live on the air right now. Can tick bites make you allergic to meat? Well. You say that, hold on a sec. You say that you don't believe it, but even left-leaning, bought and paid for by the Democratic establishment Google says, yes, certain tick bites can lead to an allergy to red meat, known as alpha-gal syndrome, AGS. This happens when a tick bite introduces a sugar molecule called alpha-gal, which can trigger an allergic response to meat from mammals. So, yeah, sure, go for it. Fucking say you don't believe this fantasy all you want. Clearly it's fucking real when even bought and paid for fucking Google says it. So, yeah, don't know Oh, wrong video. Wrong video. Here it is. Yep, it's clearly real. Final Fantasy sucks. Let's keep going.
Look at this. Bill Gates funded research into genetically engineered cattle ticks. Now, 450,000 Americans have red meat allergies from alpha-gal syndrome. That's a real thing, alpha-gal syndrome.
Again, it's real. We just fact checked it. We live on the Sunday special. We fact checked that shit. Don't be telling me about no goddamn fucking fantasies.
Caused by tick bites. Did Bill Gates do this? Look, ask Rock. Did he fund research into genetically engineered cattle ticks? Did he do that? There it is. You can tell the tick that has this because it has the one spot on its back.
No kidding.
Yeah. So,
bro, call me a fucking little girl or whatever, but I don't want to get close enough to any tick to inspect it to see if it got a fucking yellow dot on its back. Like, nah, fuck. And I'm not even afraid of ticks. I don't like them. Like, I don't got issues with bugs. I'm not afraid of bugs. Except moths. Moths are terrifying. I fucking hate moths. Moths are disgusting. Bugs shouldn't have fur. That's fucked up. Moths. The only good moth is Mothra. And Mothra was made in Hollywood. I actually wasn't made in Hollywood. It was made in Japan. But you get my point. Fact of the matter is, only good moth is Mothra. Beyond that, fuck moths. Exterminate them all. But I don't have an issue with bugs. I like crickets. I like millipedes. I like spiders. But there's ticks just fucking suck, bro. Literally and figuratively.
So what happened? His bio mosquitoes didn't work out?
Yes, moths are infinitely worse than tarantulas. Tarantulas are
Remind me how
awesome. I used
meat
to have a pet
hurts the
tarantula.
planet again?
Tarantulas
Is
are
it
cool.
by making people physically stronger than Bill Gates? So here, this is an actual guy talking about this. This is from 2016. Mike Benz tweeted this out.
Yes, hairy caterpillars are fine. Tarantulas are fine because they're not furry. They're hairy. It's different, bro. Like moths, dude. Moths look like you should be able to fucking pet them like a bunny, but then they got like 16 eyes or whatever. Like, nah, fuck all that.
At 2016 World Science Festival, this is a guy named Dr. Matthew Lau. He's a philosopher and a bioethicist. You're going to hear just how unbioethicist he is. He's openly discussing using genetic engineering of humans to address climate change. You want to hear what he says? So, by the way, I don't... Okay.
Having issues there, Jimmy?
Examples. So one is that people eat too much meat, right? And if they were to cut down on their consumption of
According to who? According to...
People don't eat enough meat. By the way, people don't eat enough fucking meat.
Who? I mean, the people who've been wrong about everything? The people who said that cholesterol was bad and fat was bad?
Yeah, neither of which are
Those-
true.
you mean
I wasn't,
those people?
I
People
wasn't
who
going to
said-
call out BCL earlier because BCL was all like, oh, I have to stop red meat because of my high cholesterol. Cholesterol's not bad. Like there's, like, doctors will say so because they're stuck on that old method of thinking when they were bought and paid for by the fucking, big sugar companies and whatnot. Cholesterol ain't bad. So yeah, you don't got to stop eating fucking beef because of your cholesterol. So yeah, just now that you're here.
Remember the people who said smoking was good for you? 4 out of 5 doctors choose Camel. Who's saying...
Aaron Jenkins for $1.99. No cow, find here it is. The South will rise again. The South will rise again. I said South. That's South. Thank you, Aaron Jenkins. I appreciate you, homie.
this?
examples. So one is that people eat too much meat, right? And if they were to cut down on their consumption of meat, then they would it would actually really help the planet. But
Bro, I don't give a fuck
help
about
the
helping the
planet.
planet. I don't give a fuck about helping the planet. I give a fuck about helping humans. First of all, prove to me that cutting down on fucking beef will help the planet. Are these the same motherfuckers that said, like, oh, cow farts are destroying the ozone layer? Like, okay, then don't we need to eat more motherfucking cows? More motherfucking dead cows that go in our fucking stomachs means less cows farting and destroying the ozone, or whatever you fucking homos said. Like, no. Get the fuck out. How is eating meat hurting the fucking planet? Dude, I'm pretty sure that, like, eating deer ain't doing shit to the ecosystem. We hunt them bitches all the time.
Not close. Really? So only cows emit methane? Because that's what they're talking about. Cows
See,
fart,
he's bringing it up.
and then there's methane. Doesn't every animal in the world fart? Is it just cows? You're telling me that deer don't fart and buffalo don't fart? You're telling me that
Bro, bison.
rats.
Eat fucking
and
bison.
you're-
Bison's
what-
so
what are you
goddamn
talking
good.
about? So that sounds like another, to me, it's like until you say, like, oh, I never questioned it before. Then I'm like, wait a minute.
Thank you, Patty.
Just cows are emitting methane? Really? Not my dog farts up a storm. So how many pets are there? How many?
Fuck it. I'm sorry to tell you this, Jimmy. You gotta eat your dog. I mean, I don't like to be the one to tell you, but it's the only way to save the planet. This goes for you guys at home too. You're gonna have to eat your dogs. I don't make the rules. Sorry, Fido.
Domesticated dogs are there? What about raccoons? What about squirrels? Just cows? Really? Didn't seem like anybody cared about methane releases when they blew up the Nord Stream pipeline, which is the biggest release of methane into the atmosphere in the world. So this guy's sure that we eat too much meat, according to who, and of course that's bad for the climate.
Bro, we eat too much meat. How the fuck this suit look big on your Twinkie Asian ass? Again, like, back to Hassan Piker. I bet if you went up against Hassan Piker in a fucking boxing match, he would destroy you. And that means I gotta give good goddamn credit to fucking Hassan Piker. Bro, you need more goddamn meat. Your Twinkie skinny ass little arms, your tiny Asian head and shit. Fucking hell.
Climate, according to who?
Examples. So one is that people eat too much meat, right?
But wait till you get the good part's coming. I know I shouldn't have stopped it, but here we go.
And if they were to cut down on their consumption on meat, then they would it would actually really help the planet. But people are not willing to give up meat. Yeah, some people will be willing to, but other people, they may be willing to, but they have a weakness of will. They say, wow, this steak is just too juicy. I can't do it. I'm one of those, by the way. So.
Oh, you're one of those? You're one of those people who just doesn't have the willpower to stop eating meat? Okay. Are you going to test these ticks on yourself then, I guess? Let's see.
When did this video come out? Let's see.
But so here's the
2 weeks
thought,
ago.
right?
2 weeks
So
ago.
it turns out that we know a lot about, we have these intolerance to, for example, I have milk intolerance. And some people are intolerant to crayfish. So,
Bro, you want I'm intolerant too? I'm intolerant to dumbass fucking Asians that tell us that we can't eat fucking meat. That's what I'm intolerant to. You know what? I'm going to walk it back. When Serrano said earlier that we need to start, committing cannibalism, I pushed back on that. No. I'll eat this motherfucker. I will. I feel like you will be fine enough to eat. I don't know. This dude also sounds like he's the type that might be like triple vaccinated and shit. Maybe we'll let the fucking the dogs eat him, and then we'll eat the dog. Will that work?
well, possibly we can use human
Facts,
engineering
Ron, milk intolerance
to
is
make
weakness.
it the case that we're intolerant to certain kinds of meat, to certain kinds of bovine proteins.
He's literally saying in 2016 on a panel with a microphone and a camera, he's saying, hey, maybe we can make some people allergic to red meat.
By the way, didn't humans be eating cows since the Egypt days or even longer back than that? Like, haven't cows always been eaten? Like I'm pretty sure. I eat gator, and I fucking love gator. Gator probably way more unclean than cows. They live in swamps and shit. I ain't gonna pretend to know the end all be all of what animal is healthy, but we've been eating cows for a long time, and the human race is kind of numero uno, top of the food chain, shit like that. So I don't think there's any fucking problem with us eating meat. And again, now he's actually getting into the part where it talks about engineering fucking allergies to meat. Yo, fuck this dude.
This guy's a bioethicist.
Base Final Fantasy
saying, hey,
sucks.
let's just go make people allergic to red meat. Let's mess with their biology.
Allergic for that $1.99 says we are omnivores, not herbivores. We need meat. Pause. No. Anytime I hear we need meat, I ain't thinking no homoerotic bullshit. I'm thinking fucking Luffy, motherfucking Monkey D. Give me meat. 100%. And fuck that omnivore bullshit. Your boy ain't an omnivore. I only eat meat. Carnivore diet. I eat meat. I eat cheese. I eat eggs. That's fucking it, son. It's fucking it.
Let's just do it. That's what he's saying on a panel.
there's actually analogs of this in life. There's this thing called the Lone Star tick, where if it bites you, you will become allergic to meat. I can sort of describe the mechanism. So that's something that we can do through human engineering. We can kind of possibly.
Bro, how this is in 2016, by the way. This was 9 years ago, almost 10 years. This has been around for a decade. How we know they're not actually doing this shit? What, you thought COVID was bad? Oh, the Wuhan virus, the lab link, the fucking virus that was fine for 99.98% of people and had a fucking recovery rate, and the only people that died were old people and fucking fat people. Maybe a few weak ass babies. We need those babies anyway. Like, bro, if they were talking about this shit in 2016, you know good goddamn well they're doing this now. 100%. Like, dude, they could, like, how many of y'all wonder, you go out there, you start fucking, you have kids, and they're like, oh, it's time to get my kids vaccinated, and they give you the fucking 77 vaccinations over the course of the next 2 days, and your little darling baby girl, baby boy, whatever it may be, and motherfucking one of the vaccinations makes them goddamn allergic to meat. That's the sick shit they could be doing. Turn that fucking box gay!
Address really big world problems.
So that's what we could do. We could just make people allergic to food, to real food.
Bro, Piranha Pal be a savage. A little dude raised on soy because he Asian. They do a lot of soy over there, telling you not to eat meat. That's fucking that's rough. That's harsh.
Food. And how do you? And if society collapses, you know, guys like him are going to be the first ones to revert to cannibalism.
Nah. Guys like him will be the first ones to get eaten by cannibalism because homie is not going to be able to defend himself. Look at this little twink.
Hey, we could just do that. We just make people sick. This is what he's saying.
Human engineering. Another.
Looks like he borrowed his dad's suit.
This is describing what that guy did. He was evidently openly plotting to trigger a potentially very serious allergic disease in humans without their consent at the population level.
This is the fuck like this is a storyline for a Metal Gear Solid game. Openly plotting to trigger a potentially very serious allergic disease in humans without their consent at the population level. That is some shit that you pop on the fucking PlayStation and you take control of Solid Snake and you're sent in to fucking eradicate motherfuckers to do shit like this. Like, we are living in goddamn Metal Gear Solid right now.
It's ethically repugnant, especially since researchers have found that worldwide meat intake is associated with a longer life. So, am I wrong, or did it sound like that guy's like, hey, we can just make...
Meat for a longer life. So you mean back when we were, like, fucking running away from, like, you know, saber-tooth tigers and shit and only eating, like, the berries that were on the fucking ground, we didn't live as long? Yeah, no goddamn shit. I don't need a fucking scientist to tell me that. That just seems like common goddamn sense.
People allergic to it. You think people are going to consent to that? No. So, of course, what he's talking about is doing it against their will. Right now, Bill Gates is releasing mosquitoes all over the place.
Catch you later,
they're
Scott.
Supposed to be. It's like, oh, they're going to give you they're going to vaccinate you. Hey, I didn't.
Yo, Daxnar says Metal Gear Steak Eater. That's an underrated comment, bro. Holy shit, that's fucking funny. Metal Gear Steak Eater. Bro, banger. Absolute banger.
Consent to this. So what they're doing is genetically modifying the mosquitoes. And then the mosquitoes bite you. And then something good is supposed to happen. They're already doing this. So animal-based foods, and especially meat, are vital for growth, development, mental function, and a long life. We know that genetically engineered mosquito. Now, I'm against factory farming. That factory farming is an evil. And the fact that we've allowed factory.
I will take factory farming over fucking genetically engineered ticks to make you allergic to eat what's on the factory farms. 100%.
Farming to take over family farms is
agreed.
Is evil.
Final Fantasy sucks.
And so, don't get me wrong. I'm for the ethical treatment of cows and all animals, and I don't even eat pigs, just because. They're probably smarter than dogs, and I wouldn't eat a dog. And
fuck that, I eat a dog. I'm gonna fuck, dude. I know would eat a dog. I wouldn't eat my dog, That's because my dog like is tiny, and has no meat on her bones at all. Like my dog is like is a fucking little tiny poodle. And so like there would be no benefit to eat. But in general, I'd 100% eat a fucking dog.
So anyway, but we know that genetically engineered mosquitoes have already been released in Florida and Texas. And there are plans to release more in California against the wishes of many residents and like me. There's no informed consent for populations being exposed to this massive experiment. Just like when they're going to block out the sun
Nah, dude, I will eat dogs before I eat cats, and here's why, dude. Cats are straight gangsters, bro. Cats are not afraid to tell you to go fuck yourself, and I respect that. Dogs are all like, "Oh, I want to be your best friend all the fucking time." Like, no. That's some simp shit. Dogs simp for humans. Cats tell you to go fuck yourself. Cats are better than dogs. We don't do simping up in this bitch.
Already doing it. We already know they're doing it all over. There's no informed consent to the chemtrail stuff they're doing and blocking out the sun. That's already confirmed shit. Some researchers have referred to these mosquitoes as small flying syringes. Yeah. And I know, but my Hollywood friends are going to say Bill Gates is only doing this to try to help you.
Fuck out of
You
here
just
with
don't
that.
know how to listen.
Bro, I don't need a German Shepherd to fuck somebody up for me. I got guns for that. I got multiple of them. Can't pull them out on fucking stream or else they demonetize your shit and kick you off YouTube because YouTube's stupid about guns. But let me tell you, I got just off camera. I got a couple blickies, bro. I don't need a German Shepherd when I got the blicky.
What does this one
But
do?
yeah, we
It's
agree to
like
disagree,
climate
Saint. Here we
change
go.
by
Fair
making
enough.
you allergic to meat.
What up, Enzo?
See how they can use climate change? And then only the good people will have access to travel and to meat. They're doing it. So Ben Braddock says, well, what somebody asked him, what should we do? What should happen? He said, well, they should come clean about everything, declassify all records pertaining to engineering.
Yo,
ticks
mass shout out to
as
the 43 y'all
bioweapon
watching live
vectors.
right now.
They should create a Manhattan Project level effort to eradicate all ticks from the ecosystem. I don't know. Ticks must serve some kind of purpose. But this is from the curious case of the spreading red meat allergy. A rare meat allergy from tick bites is rising and may have already impacted as many as almost half a million people, says the CDC. The CDC says this, who adds that now there is a steep increase in cases of alpha-gal syndrome, AGS. AGS, they claim, has been traced to the saliva from the Lone Star tick and their blood-sucking bites, which can make a person sick
I got
when they
AGS. It
consume
stands for
certain
awesome
meat and
gamer
animal
syndrome.
products made from mammals.
Fuck you, Smash JT. I'm a better gamer than you.
According to the U.S. Centers for Disease Control, red meat allergies caused by certain types of ticks is an emerging public health concern that was invented as a bioweapon, I'll guarantee you.
Dude,
But
facts,
I
Pat
can't
Brett.
prove.
Facts.
AGS is a serious and potentially life-threatening allergic reaction to a type of sugar found in most mammals called alpha-gal. A bite
Later,
from
zombie
a Lone
box.
Star tick can transfer alpha-gal into the body by a non-oral route, thereby priming the body to launch an immune response whenever the sugar is subsequently eaten. So it's an autoimmune. They create an which is, I'm pretty sure, a lot like...
Bro, prop out, dude. So back in high school, right? The band director was deathly allergic to chocolate, right? Like chocolate could literally kill him. But once a year, but motherfucker loved chocolate, right? How you gonna live your life without eating chocolate? So once a year, I watched him do this one time. Dude would tear through a Hershey bar and then just jack himself with an EpiPen. And like, dude, homie was playing with God when doing it. Like that is how much motherfuckers love chocolate, is that even if chocolate can kill you, dudes will risk their life on a school campus for that shit once a year. I see teachers want to fuck 17-year-old high school girls. Nah, dude, this dude was willing to die for Nesquik.
what killed you during COVID and Lyme disease, stuff like that. It's your own body reacting to it. Abloma americanum, Lone Star tick. The Lone Star tick is found across the southeastern and eastern United States as well as Mexico and parts of Canada, eh? The Lone Star name is due to the tick having a single spot on its back, but it's also known as the northeastern water tick or the turkey tick. Well, that's nice. I'm glad it has lots of different names.
But what are its pronouns?
AGS symptoms can range from mild to severe and include a rash, hives, nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, shortness of breath, stomach pain, and heartburn. The burden of alpha-gal syndrome is in the United States could be substantial given the large percentage of cases suspected to be going undiagnosed due to non-specific and inconsistent symptoms. Really? Hey, ask your doctor if being bitten by a genetically altered tick is right for you. There is a lack of clinical awareness amongst doctors, but if AGS is suspected, there is a blood test that looks for specific...
There's not a lack of... No. I'm going to push back on this. There is not a lack of clinical awareness amongst doctors. Most fucking doctors... I don't want to say fucking most, but, like, this is fucking propaganda. Do you know how many high-level doctors, the Fauci types, the fucking dudes doing the peer research papers and publishing this shit, are in on this? They make money on this. They're getting kickbacks. And like, oh yeah, okay. So you tell me that you could pay me 10 grand, 100 grand, a milli, whatever it may be, to start saying, hey, let's just stop eating fucking red beef. Oh, to maybe just put some put some research papers by the wayside that say that ticks can make you allergic to fucking meat. Dude, yeah, no. Doctors, like, again, your regular ass fucking PCP probably don't know about this shit, but them high level government doctors and shit that people getting the grants and running the labs, oh no, they fucking know, and they covering this shit up.
Antibodies. A CDC survey found that 42% of the 1,500 U.S. healthcare professionals had never heard of AGS, and 35% they were not too confident in their ability to diagnose it. Only 5% they were very confident. Between 2010 and 2022, about 110,000 cases have been officially diagnosed, but the true number of cases has been as high as 450,000.
Facts, Final Fantasy sucks. Facts. What up, Charlie Nuclear?
A new breed of pig called gal-safe pigs have been genetically engineered to eliminate alpha-gal.
Yo, we fucking
so
genetically engineering Porky
AGS
now?
Will be able to enjoy pork chops and bacon once again.
No
I'm sure
allergies,
there'll be
folks.
no other side effects from doing that with a pig. Why make genetically altered life forms? Simply because then you own it. It wasn't made by nature. It was modified by you, and that gives you the rights to it. So you create a thing that you can't eat or it'll kill you, but now I've created a new thing that you can eat that I now own the patent on. Sounds like Dr. Evil
Bro
shit.
spitting
Sounds
facts.
exactly what Bill Gates would do. This ties in nicely with the globalist agenda to own and control everything that we eat. Given the anti-red meat propaganda...
You will is the bugs. You will is the pod. You will be happy.
Of recent years, AGS does appear to be the most politically convenient food allergy of all time. Perhaps our would-be masters would prefer us all to be physically weak, cognitively weak, emotionally unstable, low in testosterone, chronically ill, and dependent on
I
their
take my coffee
patented
black,
food supply
Nene.
chains.
I only drink my
Sounds
coffee
like
black.
it. Sounds like it. I mean, if I was a crazy conspiracy theorist, and think of a crazy conspiracy. How did Woody Harrelson put it? That they created a virus in a lab that if infected, and that you had to lock down inside your plate, and you had to take a drug that was made by this cartel that invented the thing in the first place, and you couldn't leave your house or travel or go to work unless you took their drug, and you had to keep taking it over. Sounds like a crazy conspiracy theory that actually came true. Come see us live in Los Angeles, Buffalo.
Yo, that video was fucking sick. Excellent fucking recommendation. Whoever put that in the Discord. I don't remember who you were, but I think it was Rabnad Scubla, maybe. I'm not sure. I think Rabnad put that in there. Someone did. Good fucking video.